Hey folks, welcome. Here we discuss real stories by real people. Today we have the story of a man who sends the video of his girlfriend cheating on him to her family. Let's see how it goes. Story 1. I found my girlfriend cheating on me, so I exposed it to her family's group chat. She's super pissed off and threatening me with all sorts of shit. I don't regret it, but I was wondering if I might have gone too far. Backstory. I think a year and a half ago now, I met the woman that is now my ex-girlfriend. We worked at the same local restaurant and bar. After hanging out with her a couple of times outside of work, we sort of unofficially started dating. I know if we ever said that's exactly what we've been doing, but we were together for a long time and didn't see anyone else on the side, so yeah. Anyway, I really liked her. She was fun and bubbly. She got me to try a lot of things that I sort of ignored or didn't really enjoy at first. Like going to live shows and events and stuff. I think mostly we just enjoyed spending time with each other and hanging out. Things were nice. We decided to do something for her anniversary, so she suggested a trip to Six Flags. If you don't know, Six Flags is a theme park in San Antonio, Texas that's pretty fun. I'd recommend checking it out if you're touring the area. We live in Austin, so it's not too far of a drive, and her brother gifted her a season pass. We spent most of the day seeing attractions and getting on rides and stuff. Fun day, except for the end. There's this ride that I forget the name of, but it's like over a body of water. My girlfriend's phone slipped out of her pocket and landed straight in. We were able to get it out thanks to the park workers, but it was totally waterlogged and wouldn't turn on. Kind of a bummer, but okay. She needed to get a new phone anyway. Other than that, fun time. My ex was inept with technology, just didn't get anything and asked everyone else to do things for her. She didn't back up any of her data, so everything she had on her old phone was lost. So after she got her new phone, I offered to set everything up for her. She had to work the next morning and I didn't, so I told her I would just do it while she's at work. So great, okay, no problem. I set up the new phone with all of the mutual contacts that we had and made sure she had everything she needed. I thought I was done, so I just left it, but I noticed a light in the corner of my eye. Like a miracle, her old phone turned back on right at that moment. I thought, oh okay, that's perfect. I'll just transfer the data on the phone and that will make everything easier. I unlocked the phone with my girlfriend's password that she gave me to use for the new phone, and I noticed a couple messages from a guy named Tyler. Tyler's one of the guys that works back of house with us at the restaurant. He's a real skeevy guy, kinda gross looking. If you've ever worked in a kitchen, you know what kind of guy I'm talking about. I didn't really think of anything about it and opened the message, and I just saw a picture of Tyler's dick. At first, I was just like, wow, Tyler's a piece of shit sending pictures of his dick to another guy's girlfriend. Then I scroll through some of the messages and see that he wasn't the only one sending stuff. Tyler and my ex had sent each other a ton of shit. Way more explicit than anything we had ever sent to each other. I was totally shocked. They had been going on like this for over a couple of months, just trading pictures and videos. There were a couple of texts that read like they had been sleeping with each other on the side. Well, I was mad. As you might be able to guess, I was effing furious, embarrassed by how this was going on behind my back, and just down bad. I already knew what needed to happen. I waited for her to come home and told her we needed to talk. I asked her why she was cheating on me with Tyler and told her I've seen everything. She started lying, telling me that I was misunderstanding. She really just kept trying to gaslight me and tell me that I shouldn't trust my own lying eyes. The waterworks started, saying that she couldn't believe that I didn't trust her and all of this crap. After I told her I saw what she was sending him, the crying stopped. It was like a switch that got turned off. She started getting angry at me, saying that I broke her trust in me. And sure, maybe I shouldn't have looked through her phone. But she definitely should not have been sending videos of her masturbating to someone while she was dating me. This went on for a while, with us kinda just rotating what we were saying over and over again. She kept trying to justify her behavior while demonizing mine. I don't know, I think I'm right there. Eventually, she just asked if I got her phone done. I said yeah, so she took it and left, telling me she didn't want to talk to me right now. I asked her where she was going, and she just said to Tyler's. So, you know what? I said F it. She took her new phone, but not her old one. So I unlocked her phone again. I took one of the videos that she sent Tyler, and I sent it to her family's group chat with the text, "Look what I've been up to." A day later, she came back to my apartment and tried to bust the door down, throwing shit at my door and windows. She was legit going crazy, just screaming at the top of her lungs and trying to break in however she could. It got so bad that one of my neighbors thought someone was being murdered outside and called the cops. They came and got a statement from me and told me I could press charges for the damage. I haven't seen how much the windows, cracked as hell, are to replace yet, but I'll probably decide once I figure out how much they are to replace. And that was that. I talked to my manager and told him to be sure to schedule us away from each other in case something happens, but I'm like 50-50 on whether or not that will even do anything. I'm sure there's going to be a blowback. Did I go too far? I'll be honest, I don't feel bad about it at all. Update. My ex left her job, and Tyler got fired a week later for sexually harassing one of the waitresses. Total victory, LMAO. You did go far, OP. Sending that video to her family has probably ruined her relationship with them. But then again, in your defense, you were mad. Your ex didn't take any responsibility for what she did. She went from trying to emotionally blackmail you to getting angry at you and being very unapologetic for essentially cheating on you with someone you both work with. It's obvious it wasn't a mistake. She did it intentionally, and her being dismissive about the whole thing is enough to make anyone very angry. I wouldn't say she deserves what she got, but I do hope she's learned some lessons from this. I hope your next relationship turns out to be way better than this one, OP. Story 2. I'm 29 and my wife is 31. Dated for 5 years, and now we've been married for 5 years. Both of us have stable careers. She actually relocated for work about 2.5 years ago, and I followed. 6 months ago, she had to go out of town for a month for work, nothing out of the ordinary. Before she went on that trip, she went to the doctor for her normal PAP, and she actually got positive test results for HPV. We have a very open communication, and she told me about it. I told her she had nothing to worry about and that the test was probably wrong. I really didn't have anything to worry about because I knew that I didn't cheat, and I don't believe she had either at that time. Well, she just told me before Christmas that during her month-long trip, she actually had a week-long affair with one of the people she was working with up there. She told me that she thought that I had cheated. Our relationship was not in the best place it had been in the past, but that she made a mistake and that she really wanted to fix this. FYI, she was retested and it was clean. I'm heartbroken. I thought that this was going to be the person that I would spend the rest of my life with, and now I'm totally lost. I don't want to tell my friends or family because I don't want them to hate her if I do decide to stay. I'm going to see my parents and best friend this coming weekend, and I decided I'm going to tell him because he'll be able to comfort me in this time of need. Off the bat, I don't need to worry about money. She doesn't care about it, and we both make about the same amount. No kids, 2 dogs. We do own a house together in a different state that we're renting out, and we're renting a house in our current location. My wife is in the armed forces, so she's going to be moving in June of 2014, and I was planning to go with her and find a new job wherever that may be. But that was before she broke this news. Can you guys please help? Please. OP, your wife had a week-long affair. She didn't make a mistake, she made a choice. In fact, a series of choices. On every day that she cheated on you, she decided that having sex with that guy was more important to her than you, your relationship, everything you two had done together in the past, and everything that you might do together in the future. And how she justified that was by telling herself that you're already cheating too. If she thought you were cheating, the right reaction would have been to confront you about it, gauge your reaction, and see where to go from there. Not do what she suspected you of doing. Now for some comments. Your wife cheating because she thought you cheated is not a valid excuse. Your wife is unfaithful and a moron. Divorce. You're not throwing your marriage away, she threw it away. She pretty much made it clear that she does not respect you, and neither your relationship when she decided to cheat on you. Better to divorce now and cut your losses short instead of divorcing 10 years later. I know it's hard, but trust me, it will get better. Focus on improving yourself. Hit the gym, improve your social circle, and most importantly, focus on your career. Not even a one-time mistake, it lasted a week. I'm sorry you have to go through this. Take some time to process this and clear your thoughts, don't rush it. Lawyer up in the meantime. And if you do live with her, which I personally feel you should do, you did not lose 10 years of this relationship. You gained 10 years worth of knowledge about how to make it work. You can use it with someone else that won't cheat you on lame excuses and be happy till the end of life. She ruined it, not you. Now you go ahead and be awesome. It won't be easy, it will take time, but you can do this, man. You really can. Do you still want to see if this can work? If you do, make a list of things you need to see from her to rebuild trust. Additional things I would include on the list is full disclosure of the affair, the name of the person, if there were any other time she's cheated on you, how long did the affair go on for, who broke it off, why. I would verify her story by talking to the other man, and if he was married, I would have my spouse call his spouse to tell her the truth. If she trickle-truths you or lies to you details of the affair, I would divorce. This would be my version of a shit test to see if she's more worried about protecting him or fixing the marriage.